it's LJP back with another podcast, number 4.
Number 5.
Number
Number 5.
Well, it's his fourth one.
It's his fourth one. He was in the last podcast for like a few seconds.
He had a nice cameo.
Yeah, he had this cameo that unfortunately didn't have enough. His internet connection was just terrible, so he got cut out.
It's a shame.
He was in it a few seconds. Whatever. But welcome back, Luke. I think the podcast last week went pretty well, but definitely your hosting is pretty awesome. So let's get back to that.
All right. Before we start, I just want to point out that possibly a few of our members are inebriated.
Hey,
no, we're not. St.
Hey.
Patrick's Day, guys.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. I guess we'll just get started. This week we had a bunch of updates, a few controversial updates. So let's begin with Silverhawk boots. Do you guys know the controversy with the Silverhawk boots?
There's a lot of XP you can get from them, and you get them off the treasure hunter, which you can buy spins for.
Exactly. You can basically buy 99 agility.
It's a lot of experience. For building the Silverhawk boots, you get 500 charges with it, and each charge is worth a tenth of an XP lamp, of a small XP lamp. So for me, I'm 99 agility with just getting one pair of Silverhawk boots. It's like 400k agility XP, and I don't even have to train agility to get it.
And then wait, so you get one pair of Silverhawk boots gives you that much XP, and then you need to get more Silverhawk boots to get like more XP.
You can recharge them with feathers that you can.
Oh, yeah, don't you need like 500 or something?
You don't need 500. You can charge them with however many you get. You need 500 initially to create them.
Isn't the Silverhawk boots like difficult to get though? I know Frank said he was like,
they're hard to get, but once you get them, you can basically buy a lot of experience. This one guy on Reddit went from 93 to 99 agility in I'm assuming in one day, and it only cost him 20 mil.
Yep.
Oh, you could buy spins with
you can
with
trade,
GP.
You can trade the components to the Silverhawk boots. So you can buy a pair of the Silverhawk boots, and you can also buy the feathers to recharge it. And each charge of the Silverhawk boot, which you get, it uses a charge whenever you run for a minute. You use an ultimate ability, or occasionally while skilling. You also use a charge whenever you gain agility XP. So if you're just training agility, every single time that you do one of the obstacles, you'll get a tenth of an XP lamp for agility. So you can buy tons and tons of XP. I was lucky enough to actually get a completed pair of the treasure hunters, so I have a pair of the Silverhawk boots. And I have to say, they are pretty overpowered for the way that they implemented them into the game.
So we're saying that they would be good, however, it's not good that you could buy them, basically.
I mean, if it was like an extremely hard item to get, I could see them being good in the game.
See, but they must not be hard to get because
you can just buy them.
Frank got them the first day that they came out, so they must not even be that rare from the treasure hunter thing.
I got a pair of them, and you can just buy them. Like Luke said, 23 mil, and he just got, what is that, 6.5 mil worth of XP?
Wow.
It was about 5 mil, yeah.
And see, that's kind of shitty because agility was one of those skills that remained that was difficult to get up.
Yep.
That it was sort of like a prestigious skill that like, wow. Sort of like it has like the same XP rate as divination almost. So it just takes long to get. I mean, at least I know when Ryan got 99 agility that it took him just so long. And he even was using the barbarian horn thing for the extra XP. Mm-hmm. And that even took long in itself. But I mean, now that you're saying that someone went from 93 to 99 in one day, I mean, that's almost 6 mil experience in agility, and that's just unheard of. That's just another thing that they implemented that's kind of ruining the game almost, like just making the skills easier than they need to be.
I mean, I understand them putting stuff into the game that's like, the game has to progress. They can't just keep the same XP rate throughout the entire life of the game. But just to put something in that you can just buy XP for a skill that you needed to train, there was no GP benefit to that skill. It's crazy how they implemented that, how you can just buy the XP now.
And I know as a group, the three of us just hate, I mean, we talk about it all the time in the sense of like the Solomon store and stuff, just buying anything that's just sort of, that's not the game. Like, that's just buying stuff.
Luke, what do you think?
Well, actually, I have 2 of the components of the boots so far. And I have about
How many components does it need again?
There are 3 components, and I needed 500 feathers.
right.
Okay.
You need like the soul, you need the top part and the back part or whatever. But the cool thing is, I mean, not the cool thing, but the interesting thing is that each feather is going for about 10K each right now.
I've seen up to 12K.
What?
Yeah. So you can get I have like 200 feathers right now, and that's worth like over 2 mil. If I
Wow.
was to
Yeah.
sell
So-
them.
So you don't even need to get it from Treasure Hunter. You could just buy
You can
these
buy the
components.
Yes,
feathers.
you can actually buy them.
Luke, can you convert the feathers into the 3 individual parts, or
No,
do
you can only
get the?
go the other way.
Oh, I understand now. I thought you guys were saying like you could buy like
Well, once
Treasure Hunter like spins or something, because I know you could buy them.
You can buy the spins.
But I thought that's what you were saying. No,
According
you
to
could actually
Luke-
buy the boots and the feathers. That's ridiculous.
No, the boots you can only build. You can either get a completed pair off the Treasure Hunter, or you can build a pair. But according to what Luke said, I wasn't sure about this, there are 3 parts that you need to get in order to build them, and those 3 parts are untradeable. You can't convert the feathers into those 3 parts. So you need those 3 parts and then 500 feathers to build the boots. Once you build the boots, you can recharge them with just feathers, which you can buy.
So you when you got them, you just got the completed.
I
pair. You
just,
didn't
yeah,
get the,
I was lucky enough.
Yeah, that's
Lucky
rare.
enough,
That's
I-
really
I-
rare.
I have 99 agility, so they're no use to me. But you can. I just
Can
got
you
the
sell
completed
them?
boots. You cannot sell the boots. Only the feathers
Just the
are
feathers.
tradable. Yeah, but every charge that I use, I haven't used any of them yet. I can just buy feathers and keep recharging them for more and more XP. That's what makes them so useful and controversial.
And also the gaining of the experience is so easy. You gain it by doing, for every minute you spend running, you get experience.
I run all the time. When-
Like
Honestly,
occasionally while
I-
skilling, like you don't even have to be training the skill to get all this experience. That's the most
Yeah,
annoying part.
That's what's really
and that's
crazy about
ridiculous. If Ryan is saying he could get 400k XP,
it. For using all
From
500
this-
charges. It's really unbelievable.
that's ridiculous. Like 200 mil agility XP is going to be nothing now.
It's going to make it a lot. It's still going to make it like, I mean, it's kind of expensive. Like Luke said, they're going for 10 to 12K each.
Well,
feather.
if you have max cash, it's
But
nothing
yeah,
to you.
it's so much different from like GP never made a difference in training agility to now you can just basically buy tons and tons of XP and you don't even have to train agility in order to get this XP.
And that was one of those skills that you didn't need. It wasn't a GP-based skill.
It's the
and
third
now
time
it's-
we've said that, but yeah.
Oh. Oops.
Yeah, it kind of defeats the purpose of agility. A lot of people are
Yeah.
very up in arms
So-
about this.
All right, so now
I'm
what?
pretty
Now
upset
what's left
about
that takes a long time to get? Divination.
Divination. And that's the
And
newest
mining.
skill.
Wow. Yeah, and then how long before that gets?
Nerfed.
Yeah.
You know, the game has to progress, but I just don't want to see it progress in the way that you can just buy the stuff, like with real money.
If you wanted
I-
to get XP that fast, literally just go play a private server. Honestly.
Yeah. I mean, what's the prestige if you just get XP so fast?
Yeah,
you know?
your prestigious cape is now not as prestigious.
Yeah,
Sucks.
pretty much.
Your quest cape's better than it now, in my opinion. All right, so I guess we hate this.
You
This
know,
is-
Yeah, I mean, all of these treasure hunter updates are very controversial and disliked by the community.
they always are. And I just don't like how Jagex said from the beginning, like even when they brought out the Squeal of Fortune, which was the first thing, they said, this is never going to affect your in-game like XP or your in-game status. And now they're bringing out all these things which really affect your XP greatly and affect your GP. And you can buy spins now. That wasn't initially part of it, I don't believe. I'm not completely sure about that. And they brought in the Solomon store, which really, you can just buy GP with real money now. It's really crazy how they're changing the game to what initially they said your real world status doesn't affect your in-game status. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and it's definitely moving over more towards, if you have the money to spend in real life, that you can get an advantage in the game. I know you were saying a couple weeks ago about that. I forget what item it was called that gave you sort of an advantage.
The wicked pouch.
Wicked
Yeah, the
Pouch.
wicked pouch. And
Yeah.
that was only a couple of weeks ago, and now we're seeing another update that's sort of beneficial.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're moving in the wrong direction, in my opinion. But that just might be, coming from like an older player that.
I mean, the Wicked Pouch was just an update that it gave you a lot of money. This update, I feel like, is even more controversial because it really gives you tons and tons of XP. Like, you can have a ton of money, but you still need to work in order to get the XP. This is just giving you XP, and you don't even need to train the skill.
Yeah, I guess that's one thing saying that, like, oh, you can buy an item. Like, okay, whatever, that's an item. Like, that's not... Like, unless you're PKing, I guess, in a sense, which nobody does anymore, it's not going to give you too much of an advantage.
It really doesn't.
I mean, this is giving you XP, so... I think we're sort of just reiterating the same points, though.
Yeah. Another thing with these boots is that you can perform an emote when you have them.
The emote's kind of cool.
I haven't seen the emote.
I'll show you it later. I'll show you
Okay. Let's move on. The behind-the-scenes video number 96, Fate of the Gods, Part 1. It just basically introduced the quest that's going to come out this month, Fate of the Gods.
Another quest.
Oh, yeah, it's going to come out this month, just like the last one.
That's what they say.
They're going to push that back another 2 months.
Yeah.
Whatever. The longer they push that back, the happier I'll be, because I don't feel like doing another quest for my quest case.
Is this supposed to be a Grandmaster? Or?
I don't think it's a Grandmaster. It's a big lore quest from what I've acquired. It's all about the Majorat again. It's actually more about Zaros this time.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
I feel like Zaros was always like a god, but sort of like an ominous, not known about god.
He's one of the elder gods.
I kind of watched the behind-the-scenes video, not too much. They were saying how they brought back all the other gods, like Guthix and Zamorak and Saradomin, but they really haven't done much with Zaros. So that's what this quest is like. It's them bringing back the Zarosian god to see what he has to say about all of this.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I see with the quests that they're bringing in, you have the player has a lot more influence on the outcome. So with this, you get the chance to either help bring back Zaros, I'm assuming, or sabotage it. So
I would help bring Zaros back.
Yeah, I'd help bring him back.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I'm not sure how that would affect the rest of the game, but it's interesting how they're trying to make more interactive lore.
I feel like there's really only one quest that has a big outcome. Like, if you take this path, it gives you like a completely different thing. Like, I know I believe it's the pest control. No, it's the Queen Pest. I don't know exactly what it's called. Where you can get like a different style of chest plate from it. But the only quest that I can really think of is the one where you get the amulet with a Z on it. There are 2 paths you can take, and they each give you a different reward for it. So I'd like to see them bring in quests that really have different rewards for taking different paths. I think this is a pretty cool update. I
feel like as far as with those go, though, is for the most part,
if you take
they base those around God quests, though. Like, oh, do you want to be like the good guy or like the bad guy?
Yeah. We'll have to see what comes out with it.
I feel like, as far as I know, though, I think Zaros is more like lean towards like the better side.
Zaros, I believe, is the completely neutral god.
Really?
Yes.
I thought that was Guthix.
Yeah, that's Guthix.
Guthix is Guthix is the balance god.
At least
I believe Zaros is the neutral god. He doesn't care either way.
Really? At least how he was portrayed in have you ever seen Chisel's video with the God Squad?
No, I've never seen that.
Oh well, he had a video series with
Shout out to Chisel.
It was making he doesn't make videos anymore, but it was making fun of like RuneScape Gods Exposed. It was the God Squad with like, and it was like based on like Zaros and like the other gods.
Zaros, Bandos, and
Armadil.
Was it Armadil?
Was it Armadil? I don't know. But Zaros was portrayed as like a sort of like evil or god. I don't know if that's how it is in game, but.
Well, actually, it was like Zamorak was Zaros' disciple, I'm pretty sure. And then Zamorak betrayed Zaros.
Okay.
All right, so let's just move on from that.
All right, let's keep going.
RuneScape live on Twitch. So,
is this referring to the 07 like?
No. It's actually like Jagex. It's basically they're just promoting different things to watch. You can watch old school RuneScape. 9 p.m. every Friday. They had an event, Scape Skill.
Who's playing it though? A mod?
I'm assuming. I don't watch it, but they had this event 2 days ago, Scape Skill, and they had a guest, RS Murderer. I guess they might have interviewed him, talked to him.
RS Murderer.
Scape Skill. That sounds like they brought back the random event.
What?
Scape skill. Remember Scape Rune? When you go to the random events, you wouldn't be
Okay,
in RuneScape.
Ryan, that's
Oh,
very,
yeah.
Scape
it's a
Rune.
very vague
I don't know.
connection.
That's just
Maybe it's Skillscape, the YouTube video maker.
Scape skill.
You ass.
All right.
Oh, no, I did it.
Whatever.
I said, ow, you punched me in the face.
Okay,
I
okay.
slapped
All right.
you. But
Basically, they just want to hear more about what you guys think of their Twitch. So if you want to talk to them,
they
be
want
my
to hear
guest.
directly from me.
Yeah. He said Dre Brave.
What is it? What is it asking though? Like, what do you want to see us like do on Twitch? Like, I don't.
I feel like that's just more of the polls. Like, what do you want to see us do? Like, take charge on what you're doing. You know, we don't run.
Because that's not influencing the game in any way, shape, or form. It's just what they want to see.
I guess. All right.
I don't know. I feel like they're trying to be like, watch our stuff, when really like there's like all the YouTube video makers that have like more subscribers than the RuneScape channel that like everyone wants to see. They're like, no, watch our stuff instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's about it for that.
Yeah, that's stupid.
High score update. Now that they finally implemented the weekly and monthly XP tables.
Woo!
So every week, starting on Wednesday, they will reset your XP counter for your weekly high scores.
I'm guessing the same time as penguins and everything.
Sure, yeah, probably. And they'll keep track of your XP for that week. And they'll have...
There's so many websites that do that already.
I know.
They're just stealing an idea of someone else.
But it's more direct now. So they'll have direct...
Now it's official.
Yeah, because... yeah, basically that's what it is. Yeah, like Rune Tracker is one of those websites, but if you have to like start your own tracker, this will do it automatically. So that's kind of beneficial.
Now, do they just track your total XP, or do they track for each skill too?
I'm assuming it's for each skill, because that's what Rune Tracker is. And if a third-party website can do it, Jagex can do it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they want to take the resources in order to track all that stuff. I mean, I'm sure it's a lot.
It's not that hard. You know how they have the skill counter in game? It's basically like resetting each skill and then...
Okay. Interesting update.
It's okay, guys. I'm sleeping for another reason.
Thanks.
Sleep till 5 a.m. listening.
All right.
Better?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think this is an interesting update for tracking and see who's the best, because it's people that have maybe keep their membership but they don't keep playing. They're staying stagnant, and it's interesting to see who's actually the number one of the month. Who has the least amount of a life?
Honestly, I mean, it doesn't hold much purpose in game, but it is a really cool update. That's definitely a good addition to the game. I mean, a lot of the updates that we've covered within this podcast, we've kind of been ripping on, and this one is totally good. Like Dylan said, it really doesn't have an impact on the game, but it kind of does like give you some sort of perspective as to how much XP you're getting compared to everyone else. And I guess it'd be kind of interesting to see like who's the nerd behind his computer 24/7.
Well, I think we all know that Alcan is going to be up there.
I think we all know it's Kelly that's going to be.
For all of you that don't
You don't know that inside joke that Frank's mom was Zezima? That was the joke. That was the joke, ongoing joke for a while.
Alcan got like 70 mil XP and like over the bonus XP weekend.
Well, you could just buy XP now with the damn boots. So
yeah,
pretty much. Just run for a minute, or go skill.
All right, I think we covered this as much as we can.
So what's next? Solomon's General Store, Wealth Evaluator.
Yeah,
What's that about?
It's like a little over 30 rune coins to get. It lasts for 2 weeks and allows you to check pretty much the wealth of your whole bank and what you're wearing and everything. So people have been asking for this for a while.
What does that have to do with Solomon's Store? Do you have to buy this?
You have
to purchase it. It lasts for 2 weeks. So I don't know, maybe if you want to do a bank video, you want to invest, like, it's like equivalent to about $1, I'd say. If you want to invest $1, make it easy on you.
Pay $1 so you could bank check your whole self.
Yeah.
But it only lasts for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
That is how does the last update we just talked about be so good, and then this one's such a piece of crap?
No,
Yeah.
I feel like if this was implemented like 2 years ago, they would have just implemented it. You wouldn't have to pay for anything.
Yeah, this would be a really cool update if you didn't have to pay for it. When I first logged on and I saw that next to the like your coin pouch, I was like, oh, this is awesome. I can check like all the money I've spent on this and that and whatever, how much money I have. And then I saw you had to buy it. I'm like, wow, that's terrible. Why would they put that in? I don't understand why you have to buy it. And I didn't even know that it only lasted for 14 days. I think that's really stupid.
I think that's one of the stupidest updates.
Yeah, that's really
that
just
have been
begging
implemented
for
within
money.
this podcast.
Even though it's not much money, that's really just begging for money. If they didn't ask for money for that, I think that'd be a
How
pretty
lazy
cool
are
update.
you that you can't just price check everything at once?
Well, it also price checks stuff that you have in your Dragon Keepsake box, which is kind of hard to get out. It price checks the stuff in your follower, stuff you lent out. So instead of having to like take time to get everything, it just does it in one shot.
I think that you are completely right in saying that if this would have been 2 years ago, that would have been implemented to the game without without sort of a purchase.
Yeah.
But that is just asking for money, and and you know what, if it was, even if it was $5 and it was like forever, I don't like that it's 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's really stupid.
Why is there a time limit on this? That's so dumb.
Like I said, this would be a really cool update, and I would love to be able to use this, but the fact that you have to buy it, and then it only lasts for a certain amount of time, I think that's just a big fault.
I don't think that anything you should buy has like a time limit on it.
I don't think you should be able to buy anything that will affect you in-game, other than just cosmetic.
Can we just like burn Solomon's store? Because that's where we're heading with this podcast. Nobody likes these updates.
Every podcast, we're slowly chipping away at how terrible it is.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get popular one day and the Jaggers will realize how flawed they are.
Probably not.
Eventually.
I mean, it's like, I don't know. Maybe I feel like sort of like the like when people like older guys, like grandfathers and stuff, like talk about things like that wasn't how it was back in my day. Like maybe we're just hating on things because it wasn't the way when we did it.
I mean, it's not like we're hating so much on the actual updates to the game. We're hating more on the stuff that you can actually just buy for in-game.
Let me ask you this question. If you stumbled upon this game today, would you play it?
No.
Probably not.
Yeah.
It's too complex.
I wouldn't play it either.
I think it's being tailored for, like, that's why they're doing so much power to the players thing. Because it's like, oh, well, these are the players we have, and these are the players we're going to have for the rest of forever.
They're also doing a lot
just
more.
Listen to what they have to say because nobody else is joining.
Yeah, they're doing a lot more high-level updates, like the mini quest that came out. They say it's tailored to high-level players, and the last quest was a master quest. A lot of the updates are for higher-level players.
Just think about it for a second. If you went to a game and you saw, wow, I like half the stuff in this game I have to freaking buy with my own money,
No.
I'd be like, yeah, no.
Nope.
It's like if you go to like an adult website and it's like chat with this person for only $50 a month. Yeah, right.
Oh, speaking of that, I actually went on Omegle yesterday.
Why?
Yeah.
I wanted to see what it was like, and oh my gosh.
Isn't it just chat roulette, but with a different name?
Yeah, basically. And you can do just plain, I don't know, could you do a plain old chat with chat roulette?
No.
Yeah, so you can do plain old chat. That's what I did. And yeah, it's hilarious. I saved one of the conversations. If you want, I'll send it to you later.
That's funny.
Yeah, but let's move on.
Okay.
So the next one you have
Majorat Memories.
The new
Ryan
mini
knows
quest
about
that
this.
came out today.
Ron, you want to handle this?
I'll go over this for as much as I can. It's very repetitive. So there was a mini quest requirement for this mini quest. Very exciting. Of course, nobody's done the mini quest requirement because nobody does any of the mini quests. This mini quest requirement is very short and, not fun. But for the newest mini quest, it's basically just go around, collect 7,500 memories, not energies, memories. And then you have to go around to 15 different places in order to collect memories of old Majorat followers. And it's basically the whole idea behind this mini quest is just to gain more lore behind the Majorat people. There's really not much to it. I have not done much of it. I've only actually gotten one of the Majorat memories because, like I said, you need to collect 7,500 memories from divination. So it takes quite a while.
Which divination spot? That doesn't matter?
Yeah, which
It's
tier?
got to be vibrant or higher, so you have to be level 60
Oh,
at the
okay.
lowest.
So if you have a higher divination, does it come faster or no?
For higher tier memories, it does not add anything. Every enriched memory does count for 2. You need 500 for each.
So there is a slight benefit if you go to a lower level tier.
Yeah. Yep. So you need 500 memories for each of the 15 Majorat memories. So if you do go to a lower tier at a higher level, you are more likely to get enriched memories, which count for double. So it does take slightly less time, but it still takes a very long time in order to do.
Yeah, that sounds annoying.
The XP rewards is pretty good. If you do all 15, I believe you get 320k XP in divination on top of whatever you've collected from getting the memories. But it's just very tedious and very repetitive. And if you do not go to the correct location, you just lose all 500 memories that you just collected.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, it's a great update if you're looking for the lore behind the Majorat, but other than that, it's really, nothing special.
One of the interesting rewards from this is you get a bobblehead pet.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's almost as...
They have those for the Rise of the
boat
Six
fish
also.
air balloon last week.
Yeah.
They have bobbleheads for the Rise of the Six, so I guess they figured why not just have it for Majorat.
Yep. I mean, the requirements for this mini quest, other than the Ritual of the Majorat, which is a Grandmaster quest, I don't believe it should be a Grandmaster quest, but it is one of the many Grandmaster quests. Really, the requirements are not very high. There's the mini quest that I was talking of before that, and then you just need 60 divination on top of Blood Runs Deep, Friendly Trials, and Glorious Memories.
Right.
But you get a lot of XP. You get the memory. I mean, if I was training divination, I'd rather just get 500 memories and then just go and get this 300k XP. But unless you're training divination or you really have a desire for this bobblehead, I wouldn't see much use behind it.
There's also, they said you get an item that can be useful in the new quest. The Fate of the Gods quest with Zaros.
I don't know about that. I'll look it up.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what it is, but I said that. So basically, if you guys want to start this quest, you can go to some dude named Thorvald's house in Relica. Climb down the ladder. Just look up a guide, seriously, at this point. It doesn't really matter. All right, moving on. Improvements to the circus.
I actually know nothing about this one.
Basically, they boosted the amount of XP you can get from agility. And
really, they added the update in for the Silverhawk boost, which gives you tons and tons of XP for agility, and then on top of that,
agility was kind of low. Like I get like 30k experience in Magic, and you can only get like 10k experience in agility. So, it wasn't, the XP wasn't scaled as much as the other skills, so now it's scaled more. I think, and that's, it's not, I'm not saying they didn't boost the skill, but it's definitely makes it more balanced to the other ones at the circus.
I mean, I know I have 99 agility, so I'm not a big fan of any updates they really have to agility, especially when they boost the XP. But, I'm not...
Is Dylan there?
Dylan is
Are you kidding me?
doing some stuff. But, I mean, for them to boost XP for something that really, I guess it's a weekly event, but it really isn't training agility. I'm not really a big fan of that either. They're just making the skill a lot easier than it needs to be for something that used to be very prestigious.
Right. Also, the rewards that you unlock, like the Ringmaster set, also unlocks an override, cosmetic override.
Does it really?
So it says. I haven't personally checked it out yet, but I know that I have a Ringmaster hat, so that'd be interesting if I could use that as a cosmetic override.
So I just looked up the, I know this is going back a little bit, but I just looked up the rewards for the mini quest that came out.
Sure.
And you get 375k divination experience, and then you get 150k bonus experience in divination, tiny Lucian pet, cosmetic override, 2 titles, and then the Entgrimeter, which I believe is the thing that helps in the next quest. I'm gonna have to read up on it a little bit.
That's actually awesome, considering how tedious it is to get divination experience.
Yeah.
300 and whatever, 300 and some
in
K.
total, it's gonna be about 525.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
If you're training agility, if you're training divination, it's very useful. But other than that, it's just very tedious and very repetitive. So I'm reading about
if
this.
If you're already training divination, it's just a bonus.
So what were you saying about this cosmetic override from the circus?
Apparently, when you unlock a new costume, you get the cosmetic override. A cosmetic override. I don't know if it's the cosmetic override of the one you unlocked.
But you get a cosmetic override.
Yeah.
That's so much better because I know I used to do the circus and I have a lot of the outfits unlocked from it, but they really just take up so much bank space that it's just a waste because I never wear them. I would just destroy it.
Yeah, I destroy it, exactly.
So I feel like that's a good update because now you can actually use them if you ever want to and you don't have to go get them, because how many people honestly keep these outfits in their bank? They really just waste bank space, and they honestly, most of them don't look very good.
I was just confirming my consistency.
Ringmaster used to be like very rare, but
yeah,
it's not rare anymore. This is one thing that I like. The Ringmaster cutscene that played every time you went in no longer plays if you've already seen it.
Oh, so now it just goes right into it?
Yeah, that was annoying. Like every time you just see the freaking elephant guy with the. Okay. And then other updates that everyone requested. I don't know exactly. They don't specifically say what they were, but it doesn't really matter. Next, they implemented the customizable ribbon that they had in the behind-the-scenes video.
Honestly, I'm probably not going to use this very much. I feel like this is a good update to have, especially for newer players who don't quite know what they want out yet. They can sort of like, instead of having every single tab open, like I know I have mine set a certain way, they can just like have quick access to a lot of different tabs instead of needing to find their tab by like scrolling through everything.
Right.
So yeah, that's pretty helpful.
I don't know exactly.
Welcome back.
What are you doing anyway, Dylan?
I keep leaving to go talk to Neelan.
About what?
About stuff he's found. He's on a treasure hunt.
Yeah, I'm on a treasure hunt.
Happy birthday.
I bought my spins. I'm about to spin fortune. Oh my gosh. It's hit
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
It's hit me, man. I'm Irish. 25%.
You're not Irish. So let's get back to the podcast.
All right.
So the customizable ribbon. Yeah, like I said.
Wait. Isn't that the thing that you were calling like something else for a long time, Luke?
The options bar?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now what you can do is instead of having like...
Spelled customize wrong. In the notes.
Shut up.
No, that's the British way of spelling. I just copied and pasted.
That's not how you
S?
spell it.
What are they like?
They're wrong.
Illiterate?
They're wrong. Shut up. Let's get back to this. Instead of having, you have to like scroll over and like a whole bar pops out, you can now just put in like each individual one if you want into that ribbon. So you know how.
So where's the rest of the shit?
Dang it. Not sure. That's a good question. How do you get?
Luke, write that down.
If say you don't put in the.
Hold on, no. Let me say that again. So where's the rest of that stuff? Just edit that out.
I'm not editing it.
Nobody's gonna make it this far.
I will.
That's a good question though. What happens if say you don't put in like the combat abilities, whatever tab into it? How would you access that?
You can switch it at any time back to the original.
but say you're in combat and you need to pull up.
No, you can.
You're-
There's
you're
a
in
button you press. It brings you back to the original 8 that you had.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're in fierce combat right now, and you switch to magic, and you don't have the magic abilities open.
No, you can.
I
You
feel
can
like
switch
that's.
back.
You can get back to them. All right. That's
I
good.
feel like that's semi-helpful, just in the sense that, like, I know when I played for like that month that I got back to on
2
RuneScape,
months.
that just there were some buttons that I like rarely used. So I guess for the most part they were just cluttering the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm still waiting for that bank update so you can see what you're wearing and adjust it without closing the bank.
No, they brought that.
No, not from my experiences.
They added the equip screen to the bank, but it's a separate entity.
Yeah.
All right.
So the new poll, that's what's next.
There's 3
They had
new
a-
polls.
Yeah.
The new Dragonstone poll is about the new quests. 6th Age, next in a series, so either
Not Elemental Workshop. No way.
No.
yeah, I think
We
I don't
talked about that
more than
last
enough.
week.
I don't know if you made it into that far into the last podcast we did without you, but we discussed that a little bit, and we all agreed that it's just
It's
so
such a waste
annoying.
of time and so annoying.
No,
Oh my
not at all.
God.
I'm gonna go no quest.
I
actually voted for
I'd
no
get the
quest.
no
I just
quest.
want invention.
I want Priffindus to come into the game. I want to know what they had planned to put in
That's
there.
been in there for so long.
Yeah,
though.
that area has
I
been
know that area's been in there
in the
since,
game.
since Tyrolean came out.
since before I even joined the game. That has been there, and they just haven't done anything with that area of the game. I really want them to
Well,
implement.
in 07, you can get cake. Happy birthday.
happy.
I still haven't done that, but I really want to know what they had planned for that area, even if they didn't have it planned back when they made it. I want to know what they are planning for it now. So, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah,
Just-
it's going to be a high-level area, but we're not entirely sure.
I mean, I'm pretty high level.
Probably with an agility training area.
Yeah, that's what won the other poll, the agility.
Hold
and
on.
prayer, right?
I think fishing. I'm not sure though. Maybe
Fishing?
mining. Maybe
Good
mining. I don't
Because I
know.
think every 99.
I don't know if you remember, but when we were getting 99
would
wood
go.
cutting, there was a tree in Priffidness that we could never access.
It never spawned there though. I know what you mean. There was when they made the crystal trees that went throughout RuneScape, it made a diamond. And one of the crystal trees actually was in the middle of Priffindus.
Really?
But
Yeah.
it would never spawn there, but there was
And
apparently
you
a
could never
crystal
see it
tree
either
there.
because you couldn't get in there.
Yeah.
So,
Don't-
yeah,
Don't they plan on putting a new Grand Exchange in Priffindus?
Yeah.
that's kind of cool. I mean, I feel like that kind of would have been better like years back when the Grand Exchange was sort of like cluttered as,
Especially World 2.
yeah, it was. But now, I mean, you go into the Grand Exchange, there's the
There's
4
no
Grand
lag.
Exchange booths. It's not lagged,
Even
really.
Yeah,
in
it's so much better than it used to be with the original, just the Grand Exchange in the center.
Yeah.
You couldn't even, in
Oh,
World 2,
yeah.
you couldn't even get close to it without lagging out.
I always go to Southeast, though. That's where I always go. I always go there.
Yeah.
The
that's
Southeast Bank.
I used to always go to the Southwest, but now I don't know why I always go to Southeast though.
What about you, Luke?
What?
Which
Which bank do you go when you go into the Grand Exchange?
Southwest.
Southwest? That's where I used to.
Yeah,
go.
I either Southwest.
Yeah, that's where I used to go.
I either
Actually,
go-
no, I do go to Southeast. I
I
go to
either-
Southwest when I'm doing bonfires, though.
I either go to Southeast or I go to Northwest if I come in from the
Edgeville?
Edgeville area.
Yeah, I actually used to all the time just go to Northeast, just because that was the least populated one.
Northeast.
It's the least
Nobody-
populated.
Yeah, because it's so far away from every single way to get
Except
there, other than a spirit tree.
Spirit tree, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you guys have voted? No quest.
Well, I don't want to do another.
I mean,
quest.
they just made this stupid one of a kind.
Yeah, they made one of a kind.
They need to focus on something else.
They're bringing out the Zaros quest,
Yeah.
and hopefully not hopefully this month, apparently this month, they need to focus on, they have the invention skill they have coming out, they have Priffindus they still have to make, I mean, obviously they haven't worked in too much if they're still asking what skills we want to see.
When is Invention supposed to come out? Because it was supposed to come out with freaking Divination. I guess
it's probably going to come out like at the end of the summer, if not the beginning of fall. They don't even know their plans that they came out with at RuneFest. They don't even know if they want that anymore. Like they were supposed to introduce tier 90 two-hand weapons, and then one of the updates was that they are not working on that. So that was the main reason people wanted the skill, and now that they denied that possibility, nobody wants it anymore.
Well,
Jagex just knows what they're doing. Let me tell you, not at all. Not at all. They're just go with the flow.
So we actually have 2 more polls we need to talk about. We only talked about the first one.
Well, the 6th Age quest is winning right now, and I don't know. Well, I'm not going to do it, so it doesn't affect me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it kind of affects me. I'm not happy about
6th Age?
Okay.
What about that poll that was talking about adding the 120 milestone capes?
Yeah, that was the new the Ruby poll. I voted yes. Yeah, you can get. They're gonna introduce
120 in all skills.
Yeah, but it's not level 120. Yeah. It's basically like 104 mil milestone cape.
They're not.
They're not changing the level, but they're making it equivalent to 120 dungeoneering experience.
They are. Yeah, they plan.
No.
Based on this poll, they plan on implementing capes after you reach 120 XP in the skill.
No.
I voted no for this.
I voted yes.
I vote no.
It's not hurting anybody.
I feel like if they were going to do that,
they're just gonna.
If they were going to do that and not make it actually increase the levels, that they should just give you that for 200 mil experience.
Yeah, I'm not against 200 mil XP, but why for 120?
Yeah,
I can understand for divination because the level, but the levels when
they made that skill, they knew that they were going to do like a separate skill cape for that. Like
it's not like it's just you get the XP for 120, but you're still level 99. It's your level keeps increasing after you get 99, and I can understand 120 is the max level for dungeoneering, so I can understand the cape for that. But just implementing a cape for the XP of that level, they should make it 200 mil.
Yeah, I think that should be the 200 mil cape.
Yeah.
According to the skill calculator, the formula, if you get 200 mil experience, that's equivalent to only level 126. So the next 100 mil experience is only equivalent to 6 levels.
Wow.
I think that's wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. It's wild, crazy, and nuts.
That is a harsh curve right there.
So okay, you guys voted no, and I voted yes.
Why'd you vote yes on that? Did you even think about 200 mil experience?
I mean, yes,
when you voted yes.
It doesn't even matter about 200 mil experience. It's just a new goal to work for. Because people with the comp cape, you don't need it. You don't need to have 100 mil to get the comp cape. So it's like a bonus thing. It's not hurting anybody. It's just a bonus milestone. Like you won't know how much XP someone has in a skill unless you look them up. Now you see this cosmetic override, you think, oh, cool, this guy loves whatever skill that he has on.
But honestly, how many people, if you're not going for 200 mil XP, how many people have
Exactly, that's why it would be cool to see.
I would say okay to that if it was sort of like the max and completionist cape in a sense that like it was like you got one at 10 whatever experience and then you got one at 200 mil.
Maybe eventually they'll add that. They're definitely 200 mil experience is extremely difficult to get. But
oh, definitely. Just ask Suomi.
Definitely.
Okay.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
And then the last one, the diamond poll, is where the ninja team should focus their attention. Adding new challenges, updating jewelry, adding new dungeoneering rewards, or something else. Right now, dungeoneering rewards is winning, but I think I said jewelry overhaul.
I don't think the jewelry really needs to be overhauled. I mean,
most of it though is just for critical bonuses, and back when the Fury was like amazing. I mean, when all jewelry was different, when the old combat bonuses, like jewelry had a big effect. Now it's just criticals, and it's not that important.
I mean, but what is any other armor other than the Zaros and the other stuff giving you damage bonus? I mean, the jewelry doesn't only just give you criticals. I mean, if you think about the games necklace and the dueling.
Well, that was always
gives
like
you teleports.
That was always like that.
I feel like when they update that, they're just going to update like the teleports and like a little bit. They're not going to update much. With the dungeoneering rewards, I mean, they really don't need to add much to it, but I feel like they could add more game-changing stuff other than just like improving the game a tiny bit. I don't know. That was something that I really didn't care much for. I just voted for the dungeoneering rewards.
Maybe they'll allow you to buy dungeoneering tokens.
Yeah. Next, you can just buy XP for any skill with dungeoneering tokens.
Buy all the XP. Hashtag RuneScape. Stop touching my armpit, you weirdo.
All right.
I farted.
All right, we're up to the part of the patch notes.
The patch notes.
The longest part of this. The RuneScape logo has been changed. The RuneScape 3 logo has been changed to a RuneScape logo throughout the game. So
wait, what?
The RuneScape 3 logo.
This is on... No, I heard you. If I go to their website, does it show it?
Yeah, it should. They got rid of the 3, I think.
Oh, yeah. Now it's like there comes like a tail out of the R.
Yeah. It still has RuneScape 3 on the login page though. While it's loading, and then it goes to the new one. But while it's loading, it shows the 3. I don't know if they noticed that yet. What are you guys laughing about?
You don't want to know. This is all right. No. But I thought the 3 was kind of cool. It sort of showed how far they've come almost. There was RuneScape Classic, RuneScape 2, and now they were on.
Yeah, well, RuneScape 2 became just RuneScape, so RuneScape 3 becoming just RuneScape seems natural. I mean, the game hasn't the jump from 1 to 2 was much more drastic than from 2 to 3. Like the jump from 2D graphics to 3D graphics, even though they weren't amazing, is a huge jump from just.
Oh yeah, RuneScape Classic to RuneScape 2 was like playing a whole different game.
Yeah, it's a whole different game.
Yeah. Just the interfaces, everything was different.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just,
they added interface changes.
I understand you could play Classic and you could play RS3 and be like, wow, these are almost 2 different games. But like, in a sense, like they're pretty similar.
The mechanics are similar.
RuneScape Classic, I mean, the only thing that you could say is like, oh, this is similar is like the skills, like not the graphics, not like the interfaces, not.
Yeah. If you didn't if you couldn't find the similarities, you wouldn't even know it's the same game, or was the same game at one point.
All right, I'm back.
I don't know. I guess that's kind of cool that they changed it to RuneScape, but I kind of like the logo better, how it looked. You see how it's now this tail thing instead of that 3.
I don't see why they need to add anything to it. I think just RuneScape, other than just saying RuneScape Classic, because that is actually a different game.
Where do you find this?
Then, well, it's not a different game, but it's like a different component to this game. I think just saying RuneScape really drives the point. I like how they got rid of the 3, and now it's just like a detailed RuneScape.
Right.
Was that it? Was that the last update, or are there still more patches?
No, there's a whole bunch more. The pet house and player-owned houses has been updated to the new interface theme.
Yay!
I don't know.
Like I said last week, actually, I think it's interesting how they're going through every single.
They're going through everything progressively instead of just trying to implement like one just huge overhaul.
Last week was the spirit tree.
Yeah, last week.
Oh.
Last week was the tree that they changed the interface for.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Shut up, Ryan! Come at me, bro.
The icons for the combat settings, momentum, revolution, and full manual, they were made bigger. Instead of emulating the EOC, they now have their own icons.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, well, they just updated like yesterday or today. No, today I think actually. Players now toggle run through the action bar when disguised on the canvas map within Heist.
Mm-hmm.
All right, whatever.
Well,
What? That's very specific.
I know, it's extremely specific, so I don't care.
Why'd you put it in the
I
notes?
thought, can you not toggle run on the action bar in like any other sense in the game?
Only in Canifis during the
Not that my
heist
run
game.
ever runs out anymore.
No. Well, if you run for a minute with the Silverhawk
extra
boots, you get XP. So maybe
All the
you
free agilities.
gotta use all your run up now.
Oh man,
Oh, man.
so many.
Yeah, that's too specific for me to care. Another Heist update. Robbers who are converted to guards in Heist may no longer have their keys pickpocketed. So I guess
Right.
you kept your keys even if you... I guess that makes sense. You wouldn't, if you got converted to a guard, you wouldn't have a key. So now you don't have a key.
I'm sorry. Did they even test out this mini game before they implemented
I've
it?
never-
Apparently, no. Apparently, some guy made it on his lunch break, and they just like it was beta tested by people who worked at Jagex.
Yeah.
Well.
All I know is that for the last few weeks, I just see tons of updates for Heist. So I just feel like they were like, yeah, just throw this into the game.
Not updates, fixes. There's a big difference.
Fixes, whatever.
Yeah.
I still haven't played it.
And it's not
Yeah.
even like it's big
Man.
fixes. It's like simple fixes. Like, why did you even like not think of this, you idiots?
Yeah. Can you program it?
The guy
I'll-
did make it on his lunch breaks.
Didn't they make Social Slayer?
I bet they had some
like
peanut butter and
before?
jelly. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, Social Slayer they put together in a couple hours.
All right, let's get past all these stupid Heist updates. Sacred clay harpoons are now correctly recognized as harpoons when fishing. I guess
What?
they were like,
That's
I guess harpoons were like hatchets.
These are D-skimmies.
that I don't know how they messed
Luke,
that
what was
up.
that laugh?
Did you guys know that you can if you don't have a spade with you when you're doing a clue scroll, you can right click on your clue scroll. If you're in the right spot, you can dig.
Can you really?
Yeah,
So it's been
Wow.
like that?
Why didn't you tell me that back when
I
they implemented?
just found that out like yesterday or today.
That would have been so useful. Do you know how many times I haven't done a clue scroll in a long time, but I've gone out to the spot and I'm like, oh, I don't have a spade. Just gotta run to a bank and then get back out to the
So
spot.
let me just put this in the sense of a little bit of realism. You just dig with a clue scroll.
No,
just-
you have it.
No, you have a spade in your tool belt, but you can't directly access it. Just the way that they made the interface. So you can just
So that update's only been around since the tool belt. which
yeah.
is
How
like
long has that update?
I'm assuming it was like a ninja fix after the tool belt was implemented. I don't know. I always have a spade on me when I'm.
Too bad this podcast hasn't been around that long. I would have known about it.
Well, I found it out on Reddit like yesterday.
How?
That's a pro tip right there.
A tree near the water obelisk has been moved slightly so that an elite clue scroll location is once again accessible.
Wow. The tree has been moved slightly.
The
Why are we
true
covering that? All right,
stopping
moving
all
on.
this.
Yes,
Eh?
Good.
battle cry, whatever. The Dragon Rider amulet can now be added to the Dragon Keepscape box.
Didn't we talk about that last week?
doesn't-
That amulet was pretty sick.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like anything. It looks horrible.
Who
Why would
cares
you
about
add-
cosmetics? It gives you like mad bonuses.
But why would you add that to a Dragon Keepsake box?
Just because you can
I don't know
add
what that is.
anything, and they might. If people like it that much, I'm sure at least one person likes it a lot.
But
That they want to keep it.
What's
what
a
I don't
Dragon
understand
Keepsake?
is if you like it that much, why don't you just wear it? Why do you have to add it to a Dragon Keepsake? It's a good amulet. If
Maybe you
like
want
it.
to wear like a Ghost Speak amulet or something. I don't know.
I got
Wow,
it
could have
all
picked
the
any
time.
other amulet in the game. Just go to the Ghost Speak amulet from that non-members quest.
I mean, if you're doing something and you need like a games necklace, you gotta have the look. I mean, it's all about
it's not.
it's all about the
They're
aesthetics,
just
right?
making it so that it's possible. I mean, anything that can get them more money, be their own guests.
Whatever. Be their own guest.
Be our guest. Be our guest. I will quest.
I
It's
wonder
no
what
longer.
Frank's doing
It's also
there.
no longer automatically protected on death
Let me see that.
because it used to be.
This? No.
Yeah. I don't know. Silly.
Silly. Next patch.
I'm gonna skip a whole bunch of these because they're stupid.
You went over these notes thoroughly, I can tell.
I know. You should have cut out the notes. You should have cut out all the hype.
I'm a better host, man.
No.
Maybe you shouldn't have told me within 5 minutes that you wanted to do it. Give me 5 minutes notice.
You asked us.
This podcast is Mondays
This is a good podcast.
and Mondays only, even though it gets eventually uploaded on Tuesday.
Does it get uploaded on Tuesday?
It took like
Oh, this is interesting.
forever to upload.
I've been lied to. All right. Nice.
Karasi's sword.
Podcast uploaded Monday or Tuesday.
Karasi
That's-
sword. Luke, back to the
4%.
Karasi's sword used to be an override for daggers and rapiers,
What?
and now
Oh.
it's for long swords and scimitars.
Wasn't there was an update with the swagger stick that no, there wasn't an update.
That shouldn't be
that
an
was
item.
some stupid thing I read. The swagger
The
apparently
Karasi sword took a place of a dagger. Who programmed that? Please get them fired.
some intern. You just broke your headphones.
Ow, I just pulled them out of my
Alright, keep
ear.
He can't hear you anymore.
Where did the...
No, I can still hear you.
You can hear me, but he can't hear you. It's over here.
Apparently, if you added magic secators to a dragon keepsake box, you couldn't claim a second pair, so they fixed that bug.
That's stupid.
Um, all right, ninja fixes when picking up ammo from the ground, it'll automatically be added to your ammo slot.
Picking up ammo. You mean like bolts?
Yeah, you know how it would just.
Oh yeah, it'd go in
No,
your
just
inventory.
picking up swords, you moron.
No, I pick up.
I think that's a really
I was picking up-
I
really
pick
good
up
update.
bullets all the time.
That's a good update.
That's a good
Hashtag
update.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Familiar timer has been added to the list of active buffs. You know, with the potion timer and all that. It's been added there. So if you
Oh,
don't have a
that's-
summoning tab open,
That's cool.
I like that.
I like that fix.
Yeah.
divination energy rifts can now be right-clicked to quickly access the memory converting option. So if you right-click the memory rift, you can just
You
automatically
can select
use-
which one you want.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's cool. That
I
saves
mean-
you time.
Not useful to me anymore because the next 7,500 energies or memories that I collected just go into a box.
Huh, really? So you don't even get that
For
much
the mini
experience for them?
You don't convert them. This is going way back. You don't convert them into experience. You just put them.
So
into
that
a box.
bonus that you're getting isn't even that good.
No.
Then that's stupid.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I missed the fix. The fix is you could right-click for the option you want to do.
You know how when you were divining, there's the.
You have to click the rift and then you like choose one of the three options.
Instead
now you
of-
can right-click the
You can
option.
just right click and
Oh, that's
pick which
good.
option
That's
you
good.
want. I like that.
Good fix.
The bank chest near the Armadale camp south of Falador is back again. Holy water is now a one-handed weapon. I guess, was it a two-handed weapon?
Oh, why is holy water a weapon in the first place?
Well, because you can use it
on
on demons.
Yeah, you need.
No.
Is it the Legends quest that you use it?
No,
No,
it's a
white
quest
cape.
you get it from. No, you
I don't-
use it on a quest, and then you can use it on.
I don't remember which quest.
I think it's Legends quest. I don't know. It's a two-handed weapon, guys. I need two hands.
You
to
can
hold
now
this
keep the
knife.
god quest that you get from the mage training arena when you die. I guess they used to automatically be dropped.
You can keep the God's what? You said God's quest? Or
God
God's
capes.
cape? You said
Oh, yeah.
God's-
That's what I meant.
You can keep them when you drop them.
Now you can. You know, you can select which items. Have you died since that update? You can select which items you want to keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't like a choice. You just lost it automatically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's stupid. That's a good update then.
And then HTML5, which they were supposed to implement with RuneScape 3, is still in beta for 2 years. They added some more textures and fixes have been implemented. Yay! So that's it
Wow.
for everything. What have you guys been up to?
St. Patrick's Day.
Shut up. Shut up.
What have I been up to? A lot more farming. Apparently I'm going to do some divination with this new mini quest. Really not much other than that.
Luke, can you hear us?
Yes.
I'm on spring break right now. So,
What just happened?
Frank's computer's home.
We're gonna get like cut out of the call, Luke.
Why?
I don't know. It's asking us for a password onto his computer right
Yeah.
now.
Whatever. Just finish it. We have like 10 minutes left.
Yeah, just
I don't know if it's
Just
gonna like
go.
kick us off.
keep going. Just go with it.
All right. Yeah.
So what about you? What have you been doing?
Nothing, pretty much. I put some mods on my car. That was pretty much it.
That's a good RuneScape update.
I don't play RuneScape because RuneScape is for
Little
noobs.
kids.
Yeah, I've been doing some farming, and I got
Farm all the avatars.
things.
You got a few levels. Weren't you like
Are you
91?
kidding me? Give me that.
I was 92. Now I'm I think 93 or 4.
Wow, I'm almost 82. I don't feel like spending all the money. I managed to sell my Armadyl battle staff for nearly 13 mil, even though the GE price
Get this out.
is not even 12 mil anymore.
That's good.
Somebody was desperate.
Only 30.
Yeah, like I said 2 weeks ago, I went to Georgia. I played some Ultimate Frisbee. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, it was a good use of your spring break. Should have came home and saw us, but you.
Yeah, I didn't really have a choice.
Really?
No, you did.
You had such a choice. You smell.
Thanks.
They wanted me to go so bad that they were willing to pay for me.
You're so useful.
Are you that good at Ultimate Frisbee?
No, but
Yeah, they took some awkward pictures of him.
yeah, I mean, I had a layout couch in the end zone for a point, so that was pretty sick.
How did I pull the trigger?
Yeah. Congratulations.
I had one layout D that ended up getting converted anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah. So anyone else? If anyone's still listening, if you want to ask any questions that you want us to answer, we will, to the best of our ability, answer them. Seriously, just comment anything and we'll talk about it. I think we've gotten maybe 2 comments on all these podcasts.
And
Yeah.
also,
We
if
said
you've
that the last
made it this
podcast.
far, just do hashtag I did it, Mom.
That was from the
Um,
last podcast.
Yeah, and nobody commented that. So again, if you've made it this far,
I didn't even
hashtag
do it. I
did
fell asleep.
Hashtag
It's-
I did it, Mom, in the comment
That's
section
good,
below.
Good advertising. I really would like to know if anybody has made it this far. I don't care what you comment. I just want to see a comment down below saying if
Yeah,
you've
if
made
you
it this
comment anything besides like an ad for bigger breast implants or whatever, just totally like
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, guys. I mean, we really appreciate it. We
Watching.
put a lot
This
of.
is
Thanks
a
for listening, guys. We
podcast.
put a lot of work into this podcast, and
St. Patrick's Day,
it is
happy
pretty fun to
birthday.
do, and we love the viewership that we're getting, and even as minimal as it is,
All 10 of them.
it's great to know that at least somebody's watching. So if you have any comments or anything that you'd like us to answer, we'd be happy to answer them in the next podcast. So be sure to leave those.
Yep. And so this has been LJP RuneScape podcast number 5.
Sure it's not number 4.
Talk to you next Monday or Tuesday, depending on how drunk everyone is.
I'm
I
so
have school
sober,
next
man.
week. I can't.
All the soaps.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. This has been your host, Good at Cooking with Andy.
All right, let's.
I gotta go boil a lobster.
Bye.
Bye.
Bring it out, down, they fall. Diggity dog, diggity dog.
Son of my late silence clothes off.
I'm Pitbull, I don't really speak English.
Fucking on the browser thongs. Timber. Face down, booty up. Timber.
I like that.
That's where that and it's about to go down. Swing your partner round and round. Into the night, it's going down. One more shot, another round. Into the night, it's going down. Swing your partner round and round. Into the night, it's going down. One more shot, another round. Into the night, it's going down. I'm yelling, Simba, you better move. Ow, that actually really hurts.